Shangri-La Frontier is an anime that I actually always wanted to talk about, but never made a video about it because I just never had the time. But my god, this anime has probably been one of the most fun series I've watched in a while. Yes, solo leveling is completely epic with a sense of life or death, but Shangri-La Frontier is just pure action and enjoyment. Following the main protagonist Sunraku, who loves to play trashy VR games, trashy meaning like games that it has its quirks, it's buggy, but he finds a lot of enjoyment in it. He finally decides to pick up a god tier game that had high reviews called Shangri-La Frontier and finds himself diving in it to a whole crazy world of VRMMO that ties in with other people who play the trashier games with him in the other worlds. As Sunraku finds himself masterfully going through the game and unlocking secret quests that give him a different route into completing the game in a different way, he finds himself fighting Lycagon the Night Slayer, only to be cursed with it and him not being able to equip armor. But then, because of that, he was able to go to Rabituza, the Rabbit Kingdom, having Emil, I think that's how to say her name, a Vorpal bunny who ends up becoming his companion. Now, there's a lot of depth when it comes to this anime, even if it is circled around a VR MMO game. But the thing I wanted to mention the most is, holy fuck, is this anime so hype. There is a lot of great fights and moments that this anime excels at. From the characters in Sunraku's group to the people he is affiliated with are phenomenally written. But the thing I love the most is the big boss fights of the 7 Colossi. Now, we have only seen 3 at the moment, and that kind of just lays out the groundwork of what we are going to get with every Colossi fight. First fight that we saw was with Lycagon the Night Slayer. Now, it was kind of like the introduction of the series, and it was a pretty good attempt fight with Sunraku considering that he was extremely underpowered and underleveled. But as a trash game junkie, he played around that fight really well. Unfortunately, it was a quick fight and he lost fast. The second fight was against Weathermon. He did this with a team this time, his group of trash game people. They had to not only level up but do a bunch of research and had to fight the various forms of Weathermon. This was like a few episodes that we got of this leading up to it and to the actual fight. It was like a whole arc. But each episode was a layer of how intense this fight was going to be and was. It never really felt too drawn out because with something like this, how can it be encapsulated in just 20 minutes per episode, from fighting a boss to trying to understand what the players are actually thinking and going through? The close calls and to the climax of this fight was so much fun to watch. I was literally screaming at each episode. Then it was the rematch against Lycagon the Night Slayer, which was actually pretty recent. This one was with a bit more help. But let's just say, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, they really outdid themselves with this fight. From animation to teamwork, Sunraku trying to justify within himself whether if it was okay to fight it or not because he doesn't want to leak too much information, the meaning of having fun for Sunraku in the game, and the enjoyment of the challenge. The animation was at peak with each character that was involved giving it their all. It was this fight and the Weathermon fight that made me really think that this anime has so much potential to rising as a top anime. Only a few anime can make me go, god freaking damn, what a great fucking episode. Honestly, Shangri-La Frontier is an anime that if you aren't watching, you need to watch it. Though there isn't any life or death situations and no like realism like in other anime, it's still such an exciting watch that has you at the edge of your seat.